in Canberra for the Yak Jam for the whole weekend. The Yak Jam, huge for Australia and New Zealand as well. It's probably the biggest BMX event in the Southern Hemisphere at this point. Run by proper BMX riders showing real BMX. Always a good time. Yak Jam's a 3-day jam. Friday night's always a Balco with the big scary spiderweb bowl. That bowl is big, scary, quite lumpy as well. Every ear is slightly different.
Big stick out on the pool coping. It was gnarly. The boys were just roasting it. Cody Pollard was boosting it. First hit, just like badoosh, just straight up and down with like the biggest smile on his face.
3 airs and he's out and the crowd is stoked.
And you're like, wow, this dude's just sweet. Gemma came in with the X-Up ride. I think that might have been the crowd favorite. J-Dog, really cool style every time, just like coping and coping, like ding 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 ding. Yeah, that was rad to see. Chris Fox, just unreal.
That dude is so amazing to watch ride.
Samuel Grace could be a lot of people's new favourite rider. Flat drop flip straight into the deep end. And that thing is absolutely terrifying to even just drop into straight.
Serious moves for a very gnarly bull.
And then the box jumps. Yeah, the box jump jam was super sick too. Just a couple box jumps in a row and everybody's getting laps, getting trains.
Day 2 was out at the Stromlo Forest Park. Started on the street section. Jason and Chris and the rest of the team, they'd only just finished the ramps, got it done at the 11th hour. Even had to call in Clint to weld up the rail. Quite cool actually see Mr. Reynolds laying some beads on Australian soil.
That thing was solid.
Got that done just in time for the jam to start.
I wanna be the realest MC with a kid of them 3 with ball caps and all caps fitted in.
Shout out R Willie. Thanks for letting me use your helmet, mate. Came in handy since I hit the ground like 20 times.
Not from the streets, who ain't real as can be. Tan, but he spit from the lip with literacy.
Boys just throwing down. Braden McFarlane, fucking ball ride 360. It was crazy seeing Beachy with his big wall ride on the curve wall coming in from the bank.
That thing was buckling under the sheer power that he was hitting that thing with.
It was pretty crazy to see.
Johnny backed him up with a regular wall ride opposite 270 out, straight out of Stephen Hamilton. That was really, really cool to see. Rail jam, too much to mention and also too much to comprehend. I have no idea what half of it is.
Heaps of boys just going in on this rail.
I wanna be one of the illest people sipping on
REA using his race power, got pedaling and did the gap to ice on the second stage.
Crazy Rick just trying to toothpick the whole rail, got smoked.
Like Key Lewis from the Fuse, execute like Jenny Lewis, Huey Lewis ain't the news. I'm trying to get the spinach, I ain't Dennis from a
Jane Fong, feeble 180 crook, that was sick.
My people prone to cheat, liable to hold their breath. Like they cheated in the Bible, getting stoned to death. On the purple couch, lit turkey mouth. Holy houses in they lap to get the seeds up in the purple out. When you on your ass like some runny oink, thing to set it off is how they run for office while you running from force.
Great energy and some wild stuff went down. Hitching post jam, it felt like I was in a 2006 Metro jam. Whole bunch of crazy stuff went down there. Clint got proceedings going, mowed the lawn. I think everybody, as soon as we turned up and saw that hitching post, they wanted to see Reynolds start at first pull and gave the people what they wanted.
Dudes were just shutting down the hitching post, termite with the 360 hand plant.
With a bunch of band-aids on his hand. I don't even know how his hand even held up to the abuse, but laced it in a couple of tries.
He's very gnarly.
Johnny had like little mummy fingers. He'd be riding the jam, like if he'd do a trick and like they would shoot off. They'd be all scattered around the course. It's pretty funny. Unfazed.
Pretty cool to see Clint Miller in his element as well. Just the classic Clint precision that we know and love. That was really cool to see in the flesh as well.
Sam Grace, nicest dude ever. He did a wall ride flat. He nearly did a wall ride 900. Jesus Christ, it was there.
Nearly even landed a wall ride 720 to Becky. Sammy Grace, mate, you're fucked up.
No bikes.
REA was definitely turning heads out there. Not a lot of people knew who he was, and as soon as he stepped foot on the bike, they're like, whoa, this dude, he's not fucking around. He definitely stood out with his style and like power on the bike. Did some really unique things I'd never seen, like rocket, bar spin out, fakey wall to suicide, which doesn't even make sense.
Shout out to Peter Rico, man, you are flawless at sub-box riding.
We'd all seen clips of Pat riding sub-rails and crazy tech lip tricks on Instagram and edits, but watching him in person is something else, just putting on an absolute clinic, insanely technical, consistent and burly, sort of all rolled into one.
I think the one that stood out for me the most was 270 over ice to 270. I don't think I've ever seen that trick before.
Just big smile on his face.
The 5 bar over the hitching post, it was gnarly. That dude seriously rips.
Next day, went and hung out at Stromlo, the new public jumps they've got for Act Jam. Things are fucking massive.
Tyson worked his magic and managed to get funding and secured to build a big public set of jumps. The way Tom, Rain, Brazil and the rest of the boys had shaped it up, the whole line was surprisingly really chill. Once you're over that first jump, you basically just hung on and just took you down to the bottom, just on a big old roller coaster.
The jumps were super fun and fast. They killed it.
There's obviously the big line for the jam, and then also a sort of a medium sort of kids line for progression, which the whole weekend I don't think I saw it empty. There was someone riding that line at any given point throughout the weekend, which is pretty cool to see. So yeah, fair play to Tyson being able to get that one across the line and build an incredible spot for everybody to enjoy.
Real good for the scene here too.
The Act Jams have always been really inclusive. It's quite refreshing going to an event where there's no real rules or anyone, hey, like you can't ride now or you can ride later. It's all open, everybody's welcome. You've got these top guys on deck with energy drink lids and massive big paying sponsors, and you've got like a 15-year-old kid who's at his first jam and they're jumping in trains together, and that's just awesome. Yeah, we're all riding BMX and it's just one big family. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, REA, been killing it all weekend. I'd be following him, I'd just be watching him ride and instead of be like, oh yeah, I gotta hit this jump.
A lot of people, I'm sure, in Australia have never heard of him. Within 2 laps, he was tail whipping the biggest jump there and huge suicide, no-handers.
The sui's on the long jump. That's all you need. He was a superstar out there, killing it.
Rail, wall ride, dirt, whatever you want, he can do literally everything. I'm a massive Clint Reynolds fan and everything Credence. You go to any trail spot anywhere in the world, and especially this part of the world as well, Credence stencils and S&M stickers are everywhere. So yeah, for a lot of people to actually meet him in person and get to see him ride for the first time, that was huge. I think, yeah, he probably can get a citizenship to Australia, no problem, I'd say.
The overall standout for me on the jumps would probably be Watts.
I don't think I've ever seen Jason put a foot wrong, and he definitely didn't put a foot wrong the entire weekend, really. Just bar spin, no foot can, 360 combos both ways, just going higher and more sideways than anybody else as well. And then a few of his signature moves, like the 3 down work, look back.
He's doing all this shit that, like, I wish I could do so easily.
Yeah, classic Jason Watts entertainment in all forms.
I was probably most impressed that Jackson kid. He's not even on a 20-inch bike. He's got these little teeny wheels. Just like the physics of him going that fast and far is like, I didn't know if it would work, but he was just like styling through the trails.
Josh Dove doing those crazy massive no foot cans, and one that I didn't expect to see from him was double flipping the last one multiple times and absolutely perfect every time. Yeah, that kid's on another level.
It was super sick to see our Willie, kind of a high-profile dude. Pretty cool to see him come out to like a core event like that and just ride all day and not have to do the most insane stuff, but he was doing the most insane stuff. It was pretty cool to see that dude just in the mix with the dudes.
It's been a wild weekend, 3 days of mayhem. It's bloody crazy, always good fun at Act Jam.